It's currently 9:30 and I got most of my morning routine sorted out. I also went into the zone of cleaning, so I ended up cleaning my small coffee table as well because I actually have to use that for work later. So let's go through some of the tasks I need to do today. So every week I have a weekly vertical planner that I use. However, every day I try to segment it in such a way that works, like what's due, depending on what's due, and also how my energy is. So Tuesdays, generally I don't have any workouts. I try to work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So today it's like a full-on day at home, but later I might go to the grocery or do a walk because I feel like the weather looks really nice too. I feel like I need to get some steps in. But for today, our categories involve the workshops. So it's a busy season right now for workshops because it's summer and I'm also working on the sign-ups and organizing the kits. So today I have to finish up the US tour poster. I have to pack the workshop kits for my workshop in SoCal in LA. And then I actually have to do the mock-up. I printed a mock-up of it. For Stationery Fest, I'm doing name card services, but I haven't printed the name card. So I have the mock-ups right now. I want to like see how it is, like size-wise, and then I'm gonna do some sample lettering and also film it so that people could see what it looks like. So on that note, for content, I have to film that. I also have to film a creative workspace reel. It's a prompt for a creativity lab that I'm part of. And then next up, we have Patreon journal tour edit, trying to diversify my way of showing journal spreads because flat lays can be a bit boring if I just do that all the time. And then lastly, I have to do the July Patreon mail illustration. So the theme is books. So I have to do a bookmark. I've been putting it off also for a while. There are just things that I try to put off for a while. But since I'm leaving for LA in the next 2 days, I actually have to finish it. Also, forgot to mention, I want to show you my shirt. It's a screen printed shirt that I did over the weekend. We went to a workshop and we got to screen print our own shirts. So kind of like it, you know? It has like Marimekko vibes. It's very bold. And obviously I chose colors that I really like. So anyway, now I really have to get to work. I'm currently entering my busy phase for the year, which means that for every busy phase, I try to find pockets of peace where I can actually just work and also just zone out a bit. And I think that's one of the activities that helps me do that is actually packing workshop kits. I also pack Patreon mail every month, and there are some bits of the job that require me to be a bit more extroverted in a sense, you know, making videos, doing social media things. But there's just moments of these like where I'm packing and holding things and putting tangible things into envelopes and packing them and sorting them that gives me a sense of like calmness, and I really enjoy it. I actually have been really swamped with work these days, and I'm trying my best to stay afloat despite everything, which is also a great thing. Like, I'm not complaining about it, but also I am being more mindful now of my time and energy. And especially now that I'm older, I can't believe I've been doing this for 9 years now. And every time I enter different phases or eras of my life, I think a lot of my values simply evolve and sort of transform as I get older. And for me, it's a great way to also give myself a bit of credit. Like, oh, I actually think I'm doing great and I'm doing better decisions, making better decisions than maybe like 5 years ago, where I was a bit lost with what I really wanted to do. But yeah, I also have no time to overthink all of these things because I am extremely busy. So I think that's also a good thing to note. So the goal for the next months is to just get myself in a stable frame of mind and get to the teaching part, enjoy everything that comes in between all of these events, and also carve out time to stay healthy and sleep well and do my best, because this is the thing. This is what I'm doing. So these are some mock-ups I did for the Stationery Fest name cards. I wanted to see how it looked like, so I printed them on, actually these are postcard stock, and I'm just gonna cut them out, see how it is to letter with them. And basically, this is a service that I provide exclusively for the event, which is happening in August in Brooklyn, New York, organized by my friends over at Yoseka Stationery. So I'm going to cut these out and do a little reel so I can promote the service. It's still available. I'll link it down below. So one of the things I've been learning also right now, apart from, logging my task on my planner, is also using Notion as an alternative tool and complementary tool actually to my workflow, because a lot of my projects are also collaborative. I work with editors and project managers, and I like to see my big picture goals over on Notion. So with that, I've been wanting to leverage Notion and to learn more on how I can maximize using the software. So thanks to Skillshare's classes and learning paths, it's been way easy to get into it. Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives with thousands of classes led by industry professionals across film, illustration, design, freelance, and more. Skillshare can help make your career, skills, hobbies, passions, or side hustles to the next level. Skillshare also has learning paths, which are curated and sequential class collections in order for you to learn and master a specific skill or competency. I also want to mention that I personally am a Skillshare student. A lot of the skills I needed to run my creative business, I learned them and discovered them through Skillshare. One of my first classes was actually taking Ali Abdal's Final Cut Pro X editing class, and that has been really useful because Final Cut Pro is my video editor software of choice. And with that, I'm currently taking up Ali Abdal's Notion Masterclass in order to leverage on using Notion and how to be better at planning and organizing my workflow. And since it's summer, it's a great way for you to learn something new, especially with the schedule slowing down and the warmer season coming in. It's a great way to dive deep into your creativity and explore more of what you can do over on Skillshare. The first 500 people to use my link in the description will get a free month trial of Skillshare, so make sure you check that out. And thank you again, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. In true Achiever and Capricorn fashion, I am revamping my journaling workshops poster. I actually have done one like for the entire year, but I thought to create a more specific one for my August workshops so that people could have an idea on the specific activities and workshops that are included and what else is available. So right now I don't have my New York ones, they're already sold out, but the name card service is still there. And then for SF, I have still open slots for both classes, so I am currently designing a poster to communicate that fact. I do like making posters. I like to creatively challenge myself even if no one asks me to, because there's this sense of fulfillment of being able to like act on an idea and also to be able to visualize things as they are. These elements actually on the screen that you're seeing these are the ones that I used for my How I Design Stickers video, which I'll link down below. So I love to recycle and repurpose a lot of the designs I made because it's always a great way to be creative and also give them a second life, as I'd like to call it. So in the end, I settled for like this collage in a journal. It's so meta, but I think it was the best way to do it. And I was pretty hesitant on using fonts, so I just decided to do a hand-lettered version of the poster. Okay, I think the workshop's poster is done. That was a lot. I was really challenged and I'm kind of happy with how it turned out. I just need like some minor modifications. I also sent it to Sophie, who is my project manager for my workshops this year. But since I'm packing later, I figured I'll just go out now and do my errands before the second half of the day comes in. One of the tasks also for today is to film my creative workspace for a project that I'm working closely with for a creativity lab. So this is me attempting to capture some of the details of my little workspace.
Hindi
Okay
siya
naman.
beach, hindi siya i-design naman, no? Okay naman.
Bakit? Ano in-expect mo? Pero hindi ko rin pupuntahan lahat ng stuff sa LA kasi pupunta pa naman tayo. So, hindi ako super,
So after that, i-arrange mo na rin naman sa atin kasi ako doon.
Yeah. I've been revising the workshops poster. Just like some minor terminologies, like I needed to put a sold out button instead of all booked because those are two different things. Also went on a catch-up call with my mom, which doesn't happen often, but it's always nice to catch up with her. I usually do that while working. So I was editing and working on some of the deliverables. So I did the July mail. I still have decide on the color, but I think I'm pretty sorted out and I can look at it again tomorrow. And now I'm working on the journal tour juxtaposition thingy, which I am really digging. Let me just show you the ones I've finished so far. So here are some of the finished ones. And I really like it because every specific spread has its own personality and how it juxtaposes with the locations. So I made sure to fact check also, like most of them are like this is from Verona, but yeah, these were all from my Italy trip last year that I never really shared, but it was more of a personal trip. Kind of want to do 2 more, so let's see what I will get on. And this is the bookmark design. I'm still figuring out if I want to add shadows. I think it does add more dimension, and if I'm gonna go for this like dark orange color or the pink. I don't really like the pink. I kind of like this one, so I might stick to that. And let's go ahead and check out the others. The work day is officially done, and I felt like the latter half of the afternoon was a bit anticlimactic, but I guess it's because a lot of the brain creative work was done earlier in the day. But I hope you enjoyed this day in my life vlog. It's now 6:30 and I'm going to take a shower, prepare dinner, do some yoga, and open my suitcase. So I'm gonna pack for my trip to LA. Thank you again, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. Make sure to check out the link down below, as I mentioned earlier. And thank you to you for watching. I hope to see you in the next vlog. Until then, always be creating. Bye!